Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Christo and this is our game of Aurora 4X. It has been a while since I last played this, so excuse me while I try to find my feet. So obviously the main thing that's been going on recently has been the brutal war against the Apache aliens. More specifically, if I can show you them, I can see why we hate them. These are the Agraru Monarchy, and the Agraru Monarchy now officially has, I believe, no ships. At least of all of the known ships we've ever seen. Ah, no, okay, they do have some ships that have been identified and not destroyed. So they do apparently have some ships somewhere. Interesting, interesting. Okay, well that's not great. There's quite a lot, actually. I thought we'd already wiped them all the way out. But I don't think so. I suspect they don't have many military ships left. I also suspect those ships they do have are going to run out of fuel. They're probably, yeah, that might be it. They're probably just drifting because we've taken out their planet, basically. If we take a look here at this place, I mean, yeah, the wrecks are a little crazy. One thing we did in the last episode, I think it was the last episode, is we've set up some anti-Dark Eldar ships on some of these piles of wrecks, and because if the Dark Eldar get their hands on all these wrecks, it's going to cause problems. They're going to start advancing technologically way faster and all of that good stuff. Oh, well, good stuff for them, bad stuff for us. We also just did a trial run of the Falling Moon missiles. You can see here that we just used 20 Falling Moon anti-planet missiles. That came down here, chance to hit 34%. We hit and destroyed 49 different ground units. Good stuff. And on this planet, there is now officially no population. There is no longer any population on this planet at all. And they have, I mean, we have completely devastated the infrastructure as well. I think we have a colony there right now, so I can look at it. Yeah. So right now we can see that there is a, I mean, it's minus 514 degrees. It's not a fun place to be. This planet right now. It's negative, what's the current temperature? Negative 171 degrees. There's all kinds of horrendous stuff in the atmosphere. There's methane, there's iodine. It's not a good place to be. There's a stupendous quantity of radiation. It's just not a good place to be. We did establish there are minerals on this world. Not a kind of staggering amount of any individual minerals, but enough that I will put some auto miners on it probably to start yoinking this off. But unfortunately, there are ground forces. I don't think I can, I can't see a list of the ground forces in here or anything. But we know that on this planet there are 387,000 tons of ground forces. Now, if you haven't seen the videos of Deference Strategy and myself talking, you should watch them. He gave me loads of good tips and we kind of took a tour of the Empire and stuff. They will be uploaded on my channel before this one goes live. I'm uploading them, you know, the videos chronologically, even though they're not technically part of the series. But you should watch those if you want to hear about like how we could attack them with ground forces. I think what I'm actually going to do for now is leave these ground forces here. They are a thing I want to deal with, but we'd have to build, according to his, you know, rough estimates, and it was a little while ago that we spoke, so I may be forgetting, but we need to build like 3 times their tonnage of ground forces. That's a stupendous number of ground forces we'd need to build. So obviously, ideally, I want to avoid doing that, at least in the short term. So instead, I'm going to do a bunch of clearing up all these wrecks, getting our, scaling down the war economy a bit. We might want to get rid of some ships, potentially, because we have a lot of massive ships right now, and they are eating up the maintenance supply points. We have been, if I get my, where is my Auto Marvin? Sorry, Aurora Marvin. If we take a look at our maintenance supply stockpile, this is not a trend that I am very happy with. Our ships not being away from dock will help with this, but that's not, you know, that's not a trend that we can keep up if we want our, you know, our nation to, our empire to continue existing. So Strike Force Falling Moon is on its way home. Strike Force Alpha is stationed orbiting Earth. The Anti-Dark Eldar Temporary Strike. What are you guys doing? You are loading ordnance from Earth, and then you're going to rewind your clocks, and then you're going to join Strike Force Alpha. Good. Okay. Now, the roaming escorts. We have 2 of these currently active. Just 2 ships currently active. One is a Mark III, and one is a Mark V. Currently active in system. Good. And we also have a scout somewhere. Yes, Scout 2 is currently stationed over their ship, making sure we can detect any of their surviving ships, if any of their ships have indeed survived and are still around. Sorry, I think my voice may have been slightly clipping there. Sorry, I've turned it down a bit. Should be better now. Scout 1 is just hanging out at Earth. Okay, fine. Let's do a quick check, just 'cause it's been a while, on my Garrison fleets. The Alma observers are looking good. They're topped on ammunition. They're Mark V. Only 1 Comet Chum. Some wrecks that we should harvest. We know there's a webway gate somewhere around here. But yeah, the Comet Chums are living life here. Do they have their... They have their active sensors turned off. That's not good. Let's check the others. Okay, the others have it on. DX Racers. I haven't turned on the actives on any of these damn ships. That was a mistake. Fortunately, most of them are covered by the passive sensors, but still, that could have gone badly. Classic mistake. The Moon Men out here do have their actives on, and they're Mark V. The Skippy Watchers over here have their actives off. Okay. Glad I did this check. Soul Guardians, Mark V actives on. And Water Patrol, we got 3 of them. 1 Mark V, 2 Mark IIs, all the actives are on here. And this is the Water Patrol, of course, guarding Lacus over here in Lackisle. Now, I may want to upgrade those 2 Mark IIs, because the Mark IIs do bring down the speed of these ships by quite a lot. Do I have any Mark Vs in reserve right now? I do not. Okay, fair enough. I see why I didn't upgrade them straight away. Do I have any Mark Vs in production right now? Yes, I do. 5 of them. Ah, no, they're actually refitting up to Mark V right now. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We have 5, yeah, we have 5 Mark II Anti-Dark Eldar vessels, all being upgraded to the new and improved 11,000 speed Mark Vs. Good. Good, good, good. Now, the next thing that, of course, we were doing is we're transitioning our empire from making tons and tons of earth movers and drinker raisers to a station-based system. And what we've done so far is we've made... Where are my stations? Where's my tugs? Okay. Right now we have a tug near Earth, and it's flying to Earth, and it's carrying the Fuel Station V1 Mark II, which is just one of those great names that's definitely not ambiguous or anything. It's a terraforming one, right? No, sorry, the Fuel Station. Yeah. Where's my Fuel Station? Did I put it under Space Station? No. Did I put it under Tanker? Where is my... Is it a base? No, those are the transformation ones. Tanker. Well, I'm just going to open them all and try and find it. Did I obsolete it? No, here we go. Fuel Harvester Station. Okay. So we have the V1 Mark II, and the mistake I made, if we go to wide view here, is I neglected to put any fuel transfer things on it, which I think I do need. Oh, do I need to flag it as a tanker as well? I think I might, right? Maybe that was the mistake, actually, because I remember this was something we came across right at the end of the last session. Sorry, I'm a little low on my camera. Let me... Shoulders back, Krista, shoulders back. All right. What was I thinking? Yes, so our existing fuel harvesting ships. Did I obsolete them? I think I did. All right, let's have a look at obsolete classes here. Where are my fuel harvesters? They are marked as tankers, and they do have refueling systems. Okay. So Do you need let me Google this actually. I'm not certain you need fuel. I think it might just be that I didn't flag it as a tanker and that's why it wasn't working. But let me have a look. I remember the mistake I made. It had nothing to do with whether it's tagged as a tanker, though it should be set as a tanker. And it had nothing to do with whether or not it had a fuel transfer system, though I think it should have a fuel transfer system. I'm not convinced it strictly needs one if the tanker trying to refuel with it has one. But by giving it a fuel transfer system, which is under... Where is it? Fuel storage? No. Although we'll be back there in a moment. Refueling system. Okay, so do we want to put this... Is this newer one bigger? No, it's just slightly more expensive. Well, we'll go with this. We'll go with the new funky one then. Right, but of course this is a locked class, so we'll copy it and put this on. Okay, so it has a fuel transfer, refueling system, but notice what it does not have, which I completely forgot. It has no tanks. It has literally no fuel tanks on it, which is obviously not ideal. So it's producing 4 million liters per annum, which means let's give it 5 million capacity. It means we have to take the fuel off it once a year if we take all of the fuel in one go, which we're not going to do. That seems fine to me. How expensive is it to add more of these? It's like 6,000 tons of space. Cost is very low. I don't want to make them that much slower. They're already pretty slow to tug. If we take a look here at tug 1. Oh no, actually we're moving it at 3,000. Is that right? Go, give me a tick here. Are you really managing to move that fuel station at 3,400? That's pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, it's moving. Yeah, all right. Okay, we can make it a tiny bit bigger then. Sure, I'll put 2 on. The advantage of putting 2 on here is just it gets a little bit easier to, to refuel from it if you want to leave some fuel there intentionally. Which I think we do want to do, because what that does... Well, do I want to do that? No, I've changed my back. I was thinking we could use this as a fuel depot, but I don't want my fuel depot to be a ship. I want my fuel depot to be a planet, which I can defend more easily and can provide, maintenance supply to ships that I'm using to defend it and all that stuff. Okay, so minimum fuel, 0. It doesn't need any fuel. So that's fine. Good. Okay, so this is the Mark III, the Mark III, which actually works. Good stuff. You are now obsolete. And I'm pretty certain we do want to go with the 100,000, not the 1 million ton station, especially because I'm not planning to defend it very, very much. So we are going to go with that rather than this, producing 40 million liters per annum. We're going to go with that. So I'm going to obsolete the V2. We're going to stick with the V1. V1 Mark III is what we're going to do there. Okay. Now, I don't think you can refit stations. I think we're just going to need to scrap the old one. Because if I go space station, there's no ability to upgrade one to this or anything like that. So yeah, I think we'll just go with this. We're making a ring station right now. This is one of the bigger stations, I think. Let me take a look at the ring station. The ring station is for populations. Here it is. You can see it's got 2 ARC modules on it, which means it has a colonist births of 400,000, which is good, but it has a fuel storage for some reason. Why does it have a fuel storage? Does not need a fuel storage. I will copy it. I will make a Mark II. Making all these mistakes at the end of the last bit, huh? We will obsolete the old one. So it has 2 ARC modules, and the idea is you drag this station into orbit over a planet that you can't get a population on. So maybe I'll take it to the comet that we're currently using, for example, just as an experiment. And then you can put machines, or installations, as they are technically called in-game. I am going to just tip this camera down slightly. I know it's not a big deal, but I might as well get it right. you can put installations on and they'll use workers from the ring station. At least that's the idea. I've literally never done it. So let's try it out. We've got a ring station being built, and then I'm going to want a new fuel station being built. And the old fuel station, I'm going to wait for it to get back to Earth, and then I'm going to... can you scrap it? I'm going to Google that too. Okay, not actually sure about the answer to that one. I think we can't refit it, so we're just going to bring it home and then scrap it. Also, it has been pointed out when I was reading some stuff, is we shouldn't use a refueling system. Have I already started building one? Yeah, cancel that. We shouldn't use a refueling system. We should use a refueling... Excuse me? Why is this class locked? I'm not building it anymore. Alright, you know what? Fine. Fine. Mark 4. Old ones, obsolete. Mark 4. You don't have a refueling system. You have a refueling hub. That way multiple ships can refuel from it at once. Oh, no, excuse me. Those are massive. Never mind. Take it back. Put the refueling station back. In fact, forget the new one. Delete this class. Where did my other one go? Oh, I obsoleted it. Ah, okay. Fuel harvesting station. Here it is. I have not slept enough to play Aurora, to be honest. You're not obsolete anymore. Turn off obsolete class. Okay. This one. Good. Okay. It does need a refueling system. And I believe when we build it, it might be built full of fuel, even though its minimum fuel is set. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, building the ring station, bring this thing home. I actually think, yes, I think I have not slept enough to play this game. So I'm going to pause recording and I'm going to come back. Don't worry, from your perspective, there will be no interruption in service. But I'm going to come back and do the rest of this episode another time. Right. Hello, everybody. I'm back. So, you saw the first 12 minutes of the episode. I've just rewatched them because, let me give you the numbers. I recorded those on the 22nd of April. It is now the 25th of May. It's been a while. And the last bit of Aurora I recorded and played, indeed, before then was on the... Where's it gone? Here it is, the 18th of March. So, it's been a while. It's been a while. I got a dog, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Who knew? Yes, I know, everybody knew. But, anyway, we're going to play some Aurora. Okay, YouTube, so you missed out, but you know the first like 40 seconds of that video, I streamed it to the wrong Twitch channel. So, whoops, yikes. Oh well. Anyway, I was just saying, yeah, haven't played Aurora for a very long time. Haven't streamed to a very long time. Clearly, I'm out of practice. I don't know how you stream to the right channel. But anyway, we're going to try and play some Aurora regardless. Docs menu, yeah, fine. Okay, so what we're trying to do is two primary things. Number one is get the economy going again. We've been in war economy mode. We've been very, very focused in war economy mode. We want to shift things back into, slightly more civilian focus, which essentially means more mining. And it means gallicite, it means brondide, it means tritanium, which we are short on, which we have been using to fuel our war effort. And we need to try and crank up the amount of those. And the other thing we need to do is ensure the Dark Eldar do not receive a massive tech boost from all of these ruined ships. Because the Dark Eldar get... The only way they can advance in the game, as far as I understand it anyway, is by salvaging ships. And we have historically thought not an issue, right? We're not losing any ships to the Dark Eldar, so they're not going to get much tech progress. But problem is, they can salvage non-player race ships as well. So we need to make sure we get all of these guarded, which is what I've got. We've got our anti-Dark Eldar people guarding them, and then we're going to try and salvage them all ourselves, which is basically, as far as I understand, the only way to remove them. I think you can blow them up. I think I could just fire missiles at them and they would die, and then like the Rex wouldn't do this anymore. But we're gonna try and salvage them because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of minerals right here. And plus, they probably have shield and laser tech that we don't have. So there's also technological progress here. What we're probably gonna want to do is set up a colony in this system so that we have somewhere to service the salvages, essentially. That will be, I think that would be a good step. So the economic goal is, as I recall, there's a particular system, the name of which I forget. Wasn't it Sag? I think I named it Sag. Yeah, I think Sag here is a really good mineral system. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, so loads of awesome comments. I should mention for you guys benefit in the comments. Obviously, I recorded these like in a huge block. So many of your comments, I saw some of them as we went, but I've seen many of them just over the last month when I haven't been playing, but I've still been reading them. They've been interesting. Thank you. One of the things someone said is more ship combat screen. That's not the ship combat screen, although I do want that open. That over here. This is the ship combat screen. Sorry. More ship combat screen open on this screen, the one I'm actually capturing, when in battle. Yes, fair enough. I will do my best. So that you guys can actually see what's going on. You can understand from my perspective why, I'm, I feel like I'm at a command center with with 5 screens. Although that screen is broken, I need to fix that. But yes, so you can see why I would not always do that, but I'll try and make sure we have the ship combat screen on screen more, so you can understand what I'm coming from. Because some of you guys are very experienced, some of you, haven't played the game before, so it's helpful to actually see what I'm doing, so you can kind of follow along. Fully get that. Right, so what was I thinking before I start talking about that? Yes, so Sag is designated 3, which if I get up my designation sheet, we can say that is a minor system, large populations but not self-sustaining. But if we run the search on Sag, we can see it had, yes, 66 million corundium at 0.8 accessibility. Mwah! That is delightful. That is completely delightful. And tons of duranium as well. Not only that, it's on a planet which is relatively habitable. Interestingly. Let's center on selected body. Why is that not working? Ah, you have to then click it. Okay. So what is the situation in Sag? Oh, we have a Cardiff class in here. Interesting. Okay, so this is Sag. And it is 2 billion kilometers to the jump point. Someone was saying you can use the map to see distances. Like if I click Sag and this, can I click them both? It says overview, jump point. Are these orbital units jump points from the star? That would make sense. Contacts, miscellaneous, survey sites, map labels. I'm sorry, chat, you'll have to tell me again. How do I tell how far away something is from the map? Anyway, we're oh, it has the bearing 268 bearing from. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, I don't think you can multi-select things, so I can't. Oh, I can multi-select things, but can I get it to tell me the distance? Doesn't seem like it. Anyway, not important. There's an easy way to tell. So Sag 1 has a colony on it, and that is what we have currently designated as the planet. So if I auto route the capital, so if we try to move to Sag 1, it's 17 billion kilometers from Earth. Not that bad. Not that bad as far as distances go. And then the other one that we wanted to colonize was Beta Antilles, I think? No. There was another good one. Is it microscopy? Well, microscopy, of course. Microscopy is a long way away. Let me get the numbers for that one. Not beta telescopy. Beta telescopy is right next door. Microscopy. Oh no, microscopy is also only 13 billion kilometers away. Okay, I think I'm probably underestimating how far that is in context of our speeds. Oh, it's Syseti. Yeah. I think it's Syseti, which is designated 5, which I should just remind myself. Yeah, it means it's a mineral system. Okay, yeah. So Syseti, I mean, there's nothing as juicy as the 66 million corundium, but it's more balanced, and it has galisite. There we go. We got the 1.8 million galisite, which would be, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm excited about that galisite. So Syseti. I can't auto route to Syseti, which I assume is because Syseti does not have jump gate stabilization. No, it does. Why can I not auto route to Syseti? How would one get to Syseti? Let's take a look. Syseti is via Ursula Minoris. If I were to go to Ursula Minoris, Syseti has a jump gate. I don't know why it wasn't letting me auto route there. Was I just misreading? Auto route 5. No, Syseti is not in my auto route list. Huh, but I can get there. Ah, have I marked one of these systems as militarily restricted? I don't think so. Where do you do that again? Here, it's military restricted system. No? Okay, don't know why I can't auto route there, but not a big deal. We go via Ursa Minoris, then we go to Syseti, and then we want to go to... Take me to Syseti. What is the situation here? Right, there was a big fight here. That's right. We wrecked a bunch of Dark Eldar here quite recently. I guess we better... I don't know if they can salvage their own ships. Either way, we should probably get these salvaged. But anyway, it's... Yeah, we're going from Ursa Minoris. And all the planets are on this. So they're between 500 million and... When they'd be over here at the extent of the orbit, they'd be about 1.3 million. So not that bad. And they're all clumped together, so it doesn't really matter which one we're moving to. That's only 8 billion kilometers away. Okay, good. And then fuel. Fuel. So we're not in wonderful situation on fuel. This was our military fleet kicking into gear, but we're kind of okay. Maintenance supplies is the bigger problem. And the way we get maintenance supplies under control is we decommission some ships, because we have some hefty vessels. Is military maintenance supply production ongoing? Yes. And what is it costing me? A lot. Yearly, it's costing us 11,000 Gallicite. Gallicite is something that we are not in a big surplus of. But 7 years is a long time in this game, so I'm not too worried about that. I will leave the maintenance thing running. We have 1.1 million here, and we moved some to Alma. Yeah, got 150,000 on Alma, and then each of the garrisoned worlds have some, I think. Oh, Lacus has no maintenance supplies on it. It does have some maintenance facilities. Does it happen to have... It has some Gallicite, but it has very little Thorium. So if I were to turn these on, we would almost immediately see a... Sorry, not Thorium. It's Iridium, not Thorium, that it uses. Is that... Wait, hang on. Wasn't Earth showing it's using Thorium? No, I just misread it. Okay, Iridium. Alright, Lacus. Lacus, remember, is our kind of forward operating station that we were using to attack the Apache scum. But yeah, there is some uranium coming out here and some Gallicite. Although these numbers are low. Is it being mined in system? Yeah, we have some here. Right, and this is the kind of has everything. Like L2, that's right. We're buying this, presumably. Yeah, good. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. We should be in a decent place there, then. The Gallicite is obviously coming in slower because it's just this. We're getting 148 per year right now out of this, which is not inspiring. But sure, I'll run that maintenance supply, those maintenance supply factories until they run out of Iridium, which will be in not for 5 years. They'll run out of Gallicite first, actually. Even though there's isn't there more Gallicite being mined? Oh no, okay, Gallicite. Sorry, there's some Iridium coming from Moon 4, whereas only this is getting the Gallicite in. Okay, cool. Right, we're building more anti-Dark Eldar ships, and we're refitting a bunch in the destroyer belts and the escort yards. We also had a second destroyer belts set up just because I really needed more. Right now, though, yeah, the destroyer belts are not being used. Can the destroyer belts construct Dark Eldar ships? No. So I could refit the destroyer belts to Dark Eldar to be capable of producing Dark Eldar ships. Anti-Dark Eldar ships, that is to say. I'm tempted. How long would it take? What would it cost me? 3,000 costs. It would take not long, just like 2 months. Yeah, let's do it. Why not, right? We can just set it back. What's it going to cost me? Not much, I don't think. It's 4,000 build cost, which means I think it should cost me in total 4,000 resources. Yeah, 2,000 uranium, 2,000 newtonium. We're newtonium and duranium rich. I mean, not perfectly on duranium. We are losing 1,000. Recent stockpile change. God, isn't that the last month? I think the tick on this would be monthly. Or is that 5 days? Surely that's not 5 days. Anyway. Still, pretty good. Yeah, we're going to switch that over. It's Dark Eldar ships that I need right now. And I think, I know in the beginning of the episode, from your perspective, YouTube, I already did this. I need to do a quick audit of our current planets and how well they are defended. Because from my perspective, I haven't done that in like a month. So, Sol has a lot of ships in it. It has some Dark Eldars. Right, it has the guys actively in refit. And it has Dark Eldar, CO, that must be Coiler. This is why you name things, by the way. You name them sensibly so that when you come back after a break, you can figure out what the heck's going on. Right, Anti-Dark Eldar Temp Strike. Okay, I remember. And to bring this over here for you. Anti-Ship Missile Coiler. Ah, so no, CO must be something different. No, these are the same. Ah, it's just these are carrying the anti-ship missiles. We temporarily moved them to... Sorry, yeah, they're the anti-ship missile ones, which are the ones we were using to fight the guys, whereas these are the anti-Dark Eldar ones, and they're orbiting Earth. Am I out of anti-Dark Eldar missiles? Why is this guy not full? Show me my stockpiles. We've got some anti-Dark Eldar missiles and some 2.1 anti-ship missile, anti-Dark Eldar ship missiles. Show me my tech, which is this one. Missiles. 2.1 is the most modern version. What are you carrying right now? The more modern ones. Okay. Well, load from Earth then. Load ordnance. Good. Okay. So that's them. And what do we have actually in orbit? Is the Temp Strike? Yeah. Right, which were my my temporary ones because the Sol Observers, the Sol Guardians. No, they're still here. Okay, so there's only one Anti-Dark Eldar, but it is a Mark V version of the vessel orbiting Earth, so they should be able to hold pretty well. They're the super fast ones. Yeah, 40 missiles each. Decent rate of fire. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And make sure I set this to wide view. Okay, so I'm content that Earth has a ship defending it. It really should have at least 2 or 3, but we're building more, so it's okay. Now, Beta Telescopy has the Moon Men and the other guys. So, what have I got here? Yeah, Moon Men, 2 Anti-Dark Eldar Mark Vs orbiting the Moon. They have munitions, they have fuel, they're on the modern missiles. I'm happy. Beta Telescopy down here. Alma Observers, of course. There's 2 of them. They're modern. They're refueled. They have ammo. I'm happy. Okay. We're not going to go through every system, obviously, just the populated ones. So, Lacus. We have... sorry, Lac Isle, and then Lacus is the name of the capital. We have the Water Patrol, and... Do I have no one covering up here? I guess Water Patrol are supposed to be close enough to react. Are they? Do we know where the Dark Eldar are coming in here? I don't have a gate marked. Maybe they haven't attacked Lacus. Oops. What was that? Is that mouse 6? Opens the economics window? When did I set that? That's handy. Or is that mouse 6 or is that mouse 7? I got a new mouse recently. Anyway, yeah, the Water Patrol. How are you looking? There's 3 of them. 1 modern, 2 outdated. They got some munitions. The modern one is a little low on fuel. Lacquer, so you set to refuel? You should be. Yeah, because I put a bunch on you. Yeah, and you have a refueling station. Yeah. Auto patrol. Go to Lacus. Refuel. Good. Next. Microscopy. Microscopy is the one with the moon men, I think. No, this is all kind of in range. This should be fine. The Skippy Watchers. Skippy Watchers, there's 2. They're modern. They're not fueled up. Well, they're half fueled up. Microscopy, do you have fuel? No. Does Skippy have fuel? Yes. Good, good, good. Okay, so Skippy. Where is Skippy? Is Skippy a moon in orbit around Microscopy? No. It's funny how zooming in makes the game really lag out. It's odd. Is Skippy down here? Is Skippy a moon of 5? No? Where the hell is Skippy? I guess one way would be to do this. Is Skippy not in this system? What? No, it is. Am I crazy? Skippy, where you at? All moons. Is it because I'm hiding stuff? It's not a comet. Am I just being silly? Is it one of these, but does the name not show up when it's... There is minerals on it. So which one of these has 23 million Newtonium? That one. Okay, why is the name not showing up? It shows up under the population tab. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Right, the name shows up under the population tab. There's Skippy. Skippy is the 4th planet from the sun. So it is here. Okay. I don't know why it's showing up as 2 Microscopy 4 rather than Skippy. Maybe if I go a tick. Oh, it's going to take a sec to save here. Wow, that's really quite a long save, huh? It's alright, I can try and scry for a click frenzy on Cookie Clicker while we wait. Ah, I didn't get it. Shame. Is it finished? It's finished. Good. Why is it not calling it the right name? Let's rename Pop to the same thing. Well, I don't know why that's not showing up right. I mean, it shows up the right names on other places. Like that, it's 1 Lacus here. But 2 Microscopy. It's definitely not a moon, right? Let me see here. Is it because I've renamed the population but not renamed the body? Yes. Right. Good. Now if I go 5 seconds. Good. We figured it out. It's a game of accounting. It's a game of accounting, and I enjoy it. And debugging. Okay, so that's Microscopy. I'm happy with them. No, I'm not, because the Skippy Watchers are out of fuel. Right, but we established that Skippy does have fuel. Does have a fuel refinery and a refueling station. So Skippy Watchers, refuel. Sag we are not currently active in. The only people that are here... What is this? It's just the Cardiff. And the Cardiff obviously has a bunch of active sensors and passive sensors. Why does it have 3 active sensors? Right, because this one is resolution 1 to make sure it definitely spots cloaky ships. Understood. And then it has the passive thermal sensor, which is not very big. And this is the Cardiff Mark 301. And you can't jump back through here because there's no jump gate from this side. Okay. Do we have... I have 1 stabilization ship, which is on its way to stabilize this specific place already. We should have more than 1 stabilization ship. Do I have any in shipyards right now? I do not. Do I have any under construction? Why do we have 1 stabilization ship? I have 1 under construction. Give me another one. Well, they cost Gallicite. I think we could live with just 2 for now. I'm feeling the Gallicite crunch. I'm feeling the Gallicite crunch. I think my dog may need to go to the loo. In which case I will pause it and return. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I've FaceTimed my laptop and I have the phone on my desk. We'll see if he starts barking by the door, which will be his signal. Right. So yeah, one gate factory should be good. Gate manufactorium rather. Okay. So that's Sag. And we don't need to, and then the Cardiff can come back obviously, and it's already fully explored this area. Hydri. Hydri has the Comet Chums. Hydri is important because it lies between Sol and Lacus. It's an important point to go through. There are some wrecks here that we should deal with. And then we have the Comet Chums. He does need to go out. I will be back. Right. So yes, Comet Chums are fine. Hydri looks good. AD Leonus. So 5. We should maybe have a designation for populated systems. And like, because right now the systems are designated as they will end up being designated. But at the moment we're just designating them. Yeah, we're designating them as they will be designated, not as they are currently. Maybe I should start designating things like, you know, dot a number means will be that. Maybe a number dot means will be that. I need to be able to draw a line between is currently something and will eventually be something. I don't need to, but it would be handy. Well, let's not worry about refactoring stuff too much on that. But right, so Leonus is fine. Query. These are all uninhabited systems. Uninhabited systems do not need doing necessarily, but DX Kansari does, because DX Kansari is populated. Yes. What am I doing in DX Kansari again? Remind me. It's designated 5, so minor system. It means, sorry, mineral system. There's some duranium. There's a small amount of corundium. Why am I colonizing this system? There's nothing here. Okay, there's some macassium. There's quite a lot of macassium. It's just a low accessibility. I guess it's just the macassium that I'm interested in here. There's a decent amount of rendite here as well. Yeah, I guess we should probably, but this is not the priority because Gallicite needs to be the priority. But DX Kansari has the DX racers. DX racers are modern. They are 80% fuels. DX Kansari has no fuel. Interesting. Hasn't been properly set. Where is it again? Next to Beta Telescopy. So they can always go to Beta Telescopy if they need to fuel. Now remind me, these Mark 5s, the Anti-Dark Eldar Mark 5s, that is, what's their range? 30 billion. So having used up 20% of that, we're looking at, whatever that is, 33 billion. Sorry, 23 billion. Am I crazy? 20%. This is not difficult maths. 20% of 30 is 6. Yes. Okay, so 24 billion range left in the DX races, given that they've used 20% of their fuel. So if they had to go out to Beta Telescopy to refuel, that's 3 billion, meaning that they have 20 billion range of flight in them before they need to start moving towards a refuel. Call it 15 billion. That should be absolutely plenty for quite a bit of action against the Dark Eldar. Good. Now, easy. Not currently using it. Procyon. There's a Corgi moving through, but that's okay. This survey Corgi. Why do you not have sensors? Are you just from before sensors existed? Or had I just forgot to turn them on? It looks like you are before survey existed. Corgis are fully outdated, I believe. Scout and survey. Where are my surveys? There they are. Yeah, Corgis Corgi's the old scouts. Did I build scouts with no... Did I really build a scout with no sensors on it? No, it has search sensors. Maybe turning them on. Ah, I tried to turn them on the fleet level. But that is how that works. Actives on. Ship list. Actives on. Corgi 1. Maybe a 5-second ticket is not long enough for them to start showing up on the map. No. Maybe I don't have... No, I have active sensors flagged on. Don't know why the Corgi is not showing any. Maybe this particular Corgi does not have sensors for some reason. It doesn't. This is a survey Corgi. Do I have both a survey and a scout Corgi? Do not do that. Is a scout Corgi... No, I don't have a scout. How are you a survey vessel? SV is survey, right? Yeah. How do you exist, Corgi? Did I refit a scout into a survey vessel? That's probably what it was. Yeah. Okay, well, they're refueling from Lacus, and then after that, come home, you abomination of a ship. And you will be taken apart. Go there, and then join the shipyard fleet. Join fleet. Good. And then as soon as they get there, I'm going to dismantle them for their crimes against, like, taxonomy. Not taxonomy. No, it is taxonomy, right? Is taxonomy the word I mean? Taxonomy. Yes, taxonomy. Thank you. Okay, where do my Auroras go? I want to keep the economic screen open. Okay. Proxima Centauri. Yep, no problems here. Apart from, you know, that lost ship that we have here that I now see. Okay, better salvage that. Syseti. All right, we've also already looked into. It's good. Bunch of wrecks here. And then there's Apache. All right, Sirius. Where's Sirius in the grand scheme of things again? On the way to Apache. Okay. Right. This is where they made their incursion out into other systems. Bugoni, Linus, Ross, Wolf. These are all small systems that I've flagged as uninteresting. Okay. Good. So I think that answers my question. The nation is safe. The Star Nation is safe. We have ships where we need them to be. And we are currently... Right now, we don't need any more anti-Dark Eldar. Except that we are going to have to adopt a much more rigorous policy of having escort ships that follow our fleets around. Because what we've been doing historically is basically just hoping that we don't get caught out, which is obviously not a long-term viable strategy. So with that in mind, we have how many new ships are going to be becoming available on Earth in the near future? I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 new anti-Dark Eldar Mark 5s. Now, we've currently built the anti-Dark Eldars to be rapid response units, as opposed to actually destroyer escorts, as their name would suggest. So what we should potentially do is design a new class of ship, which is actually a destroyer escort. And what would the difference be? This destroyer escort would be slower, because it would not be aiming to reach places before the Dark Eldar get there. It would simply be trying to follow along with a civilian ship. So it could be significantly slower. I don't think this is the right priority for our headspace right now, honestly. So I'm just going to start 2 more of these going. Once this is retooled, I'm going to start maybe 3 or 4 more of these going. And then we'll worry about new ship designs once we've kind of got a handle on things. What I do think we need, though, is more disposal units. What am I doing right now? I'm increasing the size of it. Okay, because presumably I invented a new salvager. The Binmen Mark III. Yes. And this is designed to outrun Dark Eldar. If I check my notes, the highest Dark Eldar observed speed is 4.5 thousand. But is it? It's not that useful to be able to outrun a Dark Eldar if it can't see the Dark Eldar. So I guess I should put a sensor on it as well. It doesn't need to be able to detect things very far away because the Dark Eldar are fantastically short range. So that seems good to me. Just a tiny little thermal sensor. Size 1 sensors can be still commercial. If I put a size 2 sensor on it, it will become a military vessel. Okay. I think I am going to do that. Sorry, my dog is barking again. What are you up to, dog? I think he is just barking at his toy. This seems good. I think I've been happy right now with the cargo. This lets them able to salvage for quite a long time. And we'll just build more of them if we want more salvaging capacity. Because the salvage modules are... How big are the salvage modules? Yeah, they're 10,000 tons, the salvage modules. God, these ships are so much bigger than they need to be. But yeah, I'm not in the business of overhauling my fleet doctrine right now. So we're increasing the size of the shipyard. Then we'll start pumping these out and building new... what do we call it? Slipways, so that we can build them at a faster rate. Good. Okay. What else do I need to think about? Right now, where is our salvager? Someone had told me in the comments very helpfully that our binmen, when their inventory is full, they will just scrap stuff that they try and salvage. So we need to make sure... Is there a standing order I can do for cargo full? No, there isn't. Okay. So what I will do is... we'll just have to keep an eye on it, basically. They're only at 18,000. They have 18,000 capacity left right now. These binmen guys who are in Apache. Now, are they protected? Where are they in Apache? They're near the waypoint. But these guys have no sensors. So where are my scouts right now? There's one over here. Near... just keeping eyes on the planet. And there's one in the Sol system. They doing anything? No. Okay. Let's have the scout that's currently in the Sol system come to Apache and then follow the binmen. Just keep them safe. That's 15 billion trip. I think the scouts have really decent range, right? Yeah, huge range on the Elk-Hound class. This is Elk-Hound Mark II? Yes, this scout is an Elk-Hound Mark II. And are we... Oops. Do not use the auto-clicker by mistake. Are we producing more scouts? Because I could do with more than 2 on hand. It's this one, isn't it? No. Right now it's retooling to the Cardiff Mark IVs. Give me a couple more Elk-Hounds. They're a bit expensive. But give me 2 more. We don't have any sitting in the shipyards, do we? Gibraltar's... No. No, we don't have any sitting around. Okay. Fine. Fine. Is the audio balance still alright, chat, by the way? Between music and me? I'm always nervous about that. I put it way too high in the conversations with Space Marine, unfortunately, but oh well. Okay, now, industry. Right, we're building a ring station, basically so we can test it out. And the tug, right now, where's my tug? Tug 1. Tug 1 is bringing a fuel station Mark II back home because it doesn't work. And we're going to build new ones. And we're constructing some mines after that because we have some coronium. Yes, we do. Good. Okay, I think it is finally time to increment the clock. Water Patrol has refueled. Cardiff Mark 1 is unable to carry out its standing orders. No prob. Mark 1 or Or Mark 3001. Mark 3001. Turn off its standing orders. And that's the one that's in Sag, which can't come home. Proxima Centauri is the other one. Also can't come home. Proxima Centauri, are you locked in there? No, you can get out. Okay. So there's no... Are there any places we haven't surveyed yet? Looks like no. Just want to confirm ground survey. So there is a ground survey to be done in Epsilon Indy. Okay. We haven't got a gate there yet. Surveyed system bodies. Yeah, it is that one. I thought so. So no, we're full surveyed except this system. And this system, remember, has the precursors, who are next on our list of actual military fights. So we will look into that. Right, so these guys, this new survey ship that's just finished can just come home, cancel standing orders. Cardiff 01, you're the old... No, you are also upgraded. Okay, and you are surveying Epsilon Indy right now. Yes, doing some grav surveys there. Okay, and red is jump point surveys. Okay, so actually, you Cardiff, you've got plenty of fuel left. Why don't you make your way to Gamma Scorpii and do some surveys there. And then your secondaries aren't set. So I will set them. Good. Does that mean the others also don't have secondary set? They don't. Okay. That's a mistake. If deployment exceeded, go back. If fuel less, refuel. Fine. And then the Oxford is a Sheffield class survey vessel, which is going to Lacus, and then it can just go home. And the Corgi, also a Sheffield class survey vessel, refuel, go home. And I'm going to decommission them because we're only interested in the Cardiffs. They're twice as fast and way more fuel efficient. Okay. Tick me again. Cardiff is unable to carry out standing order because there are no sensible destinations because they are in Epsilon Indy and they are locked in there. Okay, well, I'll just have to turn that off then. Maybe they'll run out of fuel. We might have to send someone to help them out with that. That's fine. All these guys are completing their refuels. Let me just check. Yes, everyone is now looking really good on fuel in the anti-Dark Eldar task forces, and the Tug 1 has got home. Good stuff. So, Tug 1, I'm going to detach. What did we think was wrong with the fuel station? I forget. I know this is what we addressed from YouTube's perspective right at the beginning of this episode, but again, it was a month ago. I don't have it. Oh no, yeah, fuel harvester station. This one. That's the current one though. It's the V1 Mark II. It doesn't have a fuel storage, and it doesn't have... So the fuel is showing up as no cap on the amount of fuel it can carry, but I assume it actually, like, can't carry any fuel. But yes, the new version has an ultra-large fuel storage and a refueling system. I'm not certain the refueling system is needed, but it's kind of doesn't hurt. Because if a ship wanted to come and refuel from the station, then that would be useful. Okay, so this old one, I will detach. And then I don't think we can, like, salvage the minerals we wasted building it, annoyingly. Like, I don't know how to disassemble it. Let me just look it up one more time. Sorry, YouTube, I've been paused. I looked it up, and the thing that people are suggesting is you use a repair yard, which is a type of shipyard that I feel like I have heard of, but I've never used. 4X repair yards. It seems like they cost very little. Type R repair yard. It can repair any ship as long as it's under the tonnage amount. That's really good. And it seems like they don't cost anything to... it doesn't cost anything to increase their size? Do people still work at them? I mean, I'm getting the change log up now. Repair yard. Repair. Armor repair in hangars. That's not what we're looking for. Colony ship. Repair yards. A new type of shipyard. This was introduced in 1.13 in January 2021, by the way. Repair yard is constructed in the same way. It starts with 10,000 tons of capacity. It is included at the same rate and cost as a commercial shipyard. Okay. Same population requirement as a commercial shipyard. They cannot be tooled for construction, and therefore cannot conduct refits. They can repair or scrap up to their capacity. Upgraded like commercial shipyards, they are cheaper and faster to construct than a naval shipyard. Much cheaper option for military repair capacity, allowing naval shipyards to focus on construction. Cost of specific ship repair will remain the same in all types of shipyard. Okay, so adding 100,000 tons of this will increase the amount of population that need to work in our shipyards, which is already pretty substantial. But that's okay. So let's do that. This is where we will refit that old one. Good. And in the meantime, we'll build this and build me one of these new ones as well. And then we will test it out. Do we have any thorium on a Super Jovian in Sol? Let me check. No, that's annoying. But we can just take it next door because I know Beta Telescopy has some. Cool. Okay, and we have researched railgun launch velocity. We have some people who are too junior to command things. That's fine. They should. We should have room for them to be promoted in the fullness of time, so they will be. Science team on Earth's railgun launch velocity. Why am I doing railguns? Oh yes, we were thinking about using them to bombard the planet. I remember. Well. I also think we should probably start working on, what is it under? Sensors, right? Yeah, some electronic stuff. We should start working on this, so let's do that. Sure. Boom. Temp Strike has completed orders and joined Strike Force Alpha. Right, the ADAR's Temp Strike was the one I sent out to deal with that incursion when we didn't have enough around. So, we refresh this. Our strike forces. We have the Strike Force Falling Moon, which is coming home. Good. These are the Castiels that I temporarily refitted to Falling Moon class missiles. And there's Strike Force Alpha. Now, Strike Force Alpha is too large. And I think we need to tactically shrink this in order to make our costs manageable. So, what do I need? I mean, it's so difficult to know what size we need. And also, maybe we should go and try and fight the Forerunners first. What are you barking about, Tints? You just hungry? He's usually hungry. We should maybe fight the... Yeah, let's not do that yet, because I think we should fight the Forerunners before we cut down on the number of missiles that we have. Sorry, the number of ships that we have. Fine. Fine. We can weather the storm of the maintenance costs for a short time, at least, I hope. Okay. Another 5-day tick. The ring station and the fuel station. Sorry, the ring station's done and the fuel station is begun. And the retooling for the Cardiff Mark IV is done. Nice. I forgot we were going up to Mark IVs. What's the difference between Mark 3 and 4 Cardiffs? They have a military jump drive, meaning their jump drives will actually work. I remember that mistake. It haunts me. It haunts me through the months. Agincourt 2 in Beta Telescopy has no fuel. Okay. Agincourt, I think I'll be back. Right. So we finished the ring station. Now, I have never used these ring stations before. So the question is, how best to put it to use. And I think a good experiment might be putting it in orbit around... Oh yeah, here we go. A comet in the Sol system with minerals. So let's have a look. Where is Gong Gong? Is this a comet? Or is this just an asteroid? It doesn't have a comet trail, so it must be an asteroid. Okay, it's just a... Is there a term? There must be a term for bodies near the edge of the solar system. I mean, I don't know where the edge is technically. It's probably over here somewhere, but bodies that are further out than Neptune. So it is 6 billion kilometers to Gong Gong. How much can my... And the idea, of course, is it has resources on it. I would like that corundium. So what we'll do is we'll send the Arc module out there. Sorry, the Arc ship, which I'll remind you, the ring station with its Arc modules has 400,000 colonist berths. And I believe these are all workers. I don't think it has the same kind of like sector split that you have on normal populations. I could be wrong though. Could definitely be wrong. But we'll find out. We'll find out together. So, I mean, some of you will already know, I know, but I'll find out with some of you. So, Tug 1, shipyards. Right, no, it comes up under space station, doesn't it? So, the ring station, detach that. Merge that with... How does this work again? You get Tug 1... I'll show you this. Tug 1, with fleets turned on, goes to Ring Station 1. Tractor specified... tractor any ship in the fleet. There's only one. We go 5 seconds. They've tracked it. And that pulls the station into the tug fleet. Okay, and we should check. What's the range on these tugs again? 100 billion kilometers. No problem. Okay, so... with them in tow, head out to Gong Gong, where there is already a small population. Okay, 1.4 million population. Why the heck did I inhabit Gong Gong already? I guess just to try and start a bit of mining. Okay, that will make this harder to test. But oh well. We have some available workers, by the way. We should put some more mines on here. Anyway, yeah, they're going to move there, and it's going to take them 155 days. That's a long time. That's a long time. Can we do a test closer to home? I'm looking for stuff in Sol with minerals that has low gravity. McNaught Russell, you're all miles out there. And Beesbrook, you're quite a long way out. Temple 1. Temple 1 happens to be quite close to us right now. And has some corundium on it. Sure, we'll do Temple 1. Create a colony on Temple 1. Move to Temple 1. 26 days. That is a time frame I am happier with. Colonial 1 is currently stationed at Earth and inactive, so we will use them as our experiment. And the idea is, and the Freight 1 is taking infrastructure to... And it does have a Dark Eldar in Freight 1, I'm happy to see. Freight 1 does have a Dark Eldar in it, and they're taking infrastructure around. But do I have a small micro colony in Freight? Yeah. Alright, it's about to load infrastructure. So I'm going to detach 2 and call that Freight 2. And I'm going to have them load some mines and unload them on Temple. And then load some mass drivers. Should only fit 2. Unload them on Temple. And then go back to Earth. Okay. And then we'll have everything that we need to run this test. Okay. Oh, the tug actually did an intra-system jump in order to make that happen. All right, Agincourt 2 in Beta Telescopy. Agincourt is a troop transport, if I remember correctly. Where are they? Are they painfully close? No, where are they? Are they the Skippy ammo ship? Skippy ammo ship. No, that's Bosworth Field. Though they are out of fuel. They are named Agincourt. Their ship type is Bosworth Field. Is that the most modern coiler? Probably not, right? That's why it ran out of fuel. Yeah, we're up to Culloden. Okay, well, where do I have a fuel station? Fuel ship, rather. I'll bring this over here for you. Fuel network. Do I not have an itinerant fuel? Where is this? Oh, this is the one that we need to upgrade. Okay, I will. It's annoying that you can't scroll this while having something selected. So I can't put something directly into the... See, now I lose it. There it goes. I can't put it directly into the shipyard. We'll just leave that in the shipyard. Well, actually, no. Not the shipyard. Detach that. Put it in the space station yards. Fine. Where we have a bunch of them. Oh no, we have a Mark III here as well. Since when? Did that just finish? I guess that just finished. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we'll try that in a second. What I need to know right now, though, is where is my... This fuel fleet has nothing in it. Is it because they're in one of these? No. There's one there. Where the heck are my freaking fuel fleets? Here's one. Okay, what are you up to? Nothing. You're hanging out in beta telescopy. Okay. Where are you? Oh, you've gone to the Skippy ammo ship. All right, good. I've already done this. So Skippy ammo ship from fuel fleet 1. Refuel from stationary tankers. Good. We have built the 2 new Culloden anti-ship missile ships, which we won't need for a while. And the Binmen, the old version of the Binmen ship is done. The mine production has begun. Nice! And yes, more senior officers required. Not a big deal. So they should now refuel. Yes, indeed. And they are the Skippy ammo ship. They have some ammo, so just move to Alma and then hang out there. And then Fuel Fleet 1, come on home. Good. Then after this tick, or maybe the next tick, I believe the tug should be done. Yeah, Skippy ammo ship's done. Sorry, not the tug. Freight 2 should be done dropping stuff off on Temple. Gravitational surveys done up there. Nice. Cardiff 1 has no way to come home. Actually, Cardiff Mark 3 might have a way to come home. No, they don't. Move to the location then, and then just hope you don't die, because there's no way for you to get out of there. No new jump points discovered at the end of that. Mineral shortage. Lacus. Yep. Yep. That was to be expected. No problem. You can stop the production now. That was just to use up what thorium did exist on the planet. This tick, I think Freight 2 completes its orders, which means we can take a look at Temple. No, still not done. It's taking so long. Oh, they're done in like 10 hours. Okay. Go a quick little one tick. Freight 2's done. Okay, so if we take a look here. Temple 1. 2 mines, 2 mass drivers. Nothing being mined, obviously. Mass driver destination Earth. And the tug finds itself... I'm going to put the tug under... I think we should have a new logistics thing. A new thing under logistics command. This is the I don't know, movement command or something. Pull command. Pull fleets. And the pull fleets include my tugs. And they should be automated, and their priority is low, and they need nothing really, just engineering, I guess. And they are just, yeah, general's fine. Cool. Good. So the tug is 9 days from Temple. And I have the colonial fleet ready. Okay, so 2 more ticks. And then we will we'll have a go at that. See what it looks like once they arrive. I assume it will just say people available till then, but nice. The shipyard for the new Binmen's has done, so I can retool it up to Binmen Mark III. Won't be done till March. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts deep in my soul, but it's a big upgrade, big new engines, so makes sense. Doo-doo. Okay. What else did I just see? Yeah, Mars has inactive labs. What have we been researching over here? Got some construction production dudes available. Could start a long-term one with that. Localization, cost reduction. It's not that important. Let's do some more sensors stuff. Give me some electronics stuff going on. Good. That was not possible. Cardiff 1, I forgot to turn off. Just standing orders, no worries. I can turn that off now. Sorry about the creaky mic arm. I should WD-40 that. In fact, I have some. Literally on my desk, so. Recovered some stuff from that, and the Falling Moon Strike Force has arrived home. Good. We can refit them, because I want them to be reabsorbed into Strike Force Alpha, which will mean rejigging them. I think I only sent 1 ship, right? Yeah. Okay. So cruiser yards, I want to refit a Falling Moon Castile to a normal Castile. Yes. Do it. Cannot create refit tasks that have 0 cost. Why not? The whole point is that these ships are the same, but they have different weaponry, different munitions assigned to them. That's annoying. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. We're getting to the end of this episode anyway. They can just be different for now. I will detach them as the Falling Moon fleet. That's fine. Won't worry about it for now. And the Bosphorus should also be detached. Moved into the fuel fleet. There we go. Good. Bosphorus being our tankers, of course. Cool. Target 1 has got to Temple 1. Okay. So, now we, at Temple 1, release tracted ships. Okay. Completed orders. The tracted ship has been removed from the fleet. Where has it been put? It's just been left in this thing. Okay. So there it is. Orbiting Temple 1. Temple 1. Supported population 0. Okay. Why though? Population capacity 0.05. Is it because of that? Can I not exceed the population capacity with them? Surely not. Terraform rate versus Earth 4.5 million. Well, that's confusing. It does say colonist capacity. I didn't do the wrong thing, did I? Arc stations. It does say colonist berth. Maybe these aren't the modules I'm thinking of. Maybe these are just for transporting colonists. But they weren't under... They are under colonist transport. Hang on. I need to look this up. I could have made a mistake. Perfect. Arc module. Arc modules. Changes threads. Arc modules. Arc populations are included in system claims. Arcs are a module, like cryogenic transport, so normal ship rules apply. People don't seem to be asking the question I'm thinking about. Arcs. It seems to be suggesting that I can use them the way I was intending to use them. But the fact that it's calling it a colony ship makes me think I'm supposed to have loaded people onto it. And then I drop them off. Or maybe I just have them on the arc module in orbit around the... Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, so we're going to tractor beam the arc module. Oh, the arc ship again. Where's it gone? Ring Station 1. Tractor any ship in the fleet. Then move to Earth and load colonists and refuel while you're there. And then come back and then release tractored ships. And that'll be done in 15 days. So then there'll be a populated station in orbit around it. And I'm hoping that will work. These ticks are getting a bit short for my liking. Yeah. That means we're getting shot at. Well, not necessarily. It could mean the Dark Eldar are killing the remnants of the monarchy, because they do have some ships floating around somewhere. Oh, right. It finished building a new scrap ship, didn't it? So let's grab them. Attach. Take yourself to Lacal, refuel, then go to Bachi and join the other fleet. And then the other fleet will effectively just start doing things at twice previous speed. Good. I hope I'm right about the arc modules, that I can have orbital populations. Another X salvaged. Good. Got some box launchers. Interesting. And the retooling for the anti-Dark Eldars is done here. How much are each of them costing me? So it's only 1,000 Gallicite each. It's really quite cheap. Give me another 6, actually. Because I think I can think of immediately the use for like 3 or 4. And then we should have spares. Because, you know, we have the Dark Eldar under control right now, but that could change like that. Alright. What was not possible? Corgi 1 has come back to Earth. Turn off your standing orders. And in fact, get scrapped. Scrap. Corgi, which is actually a Sheffield class. Scrap it. That was a short tick. I don't like seeing these short ticks. It means there's fighting going on. Fighting either means that one of my ships is about to blow up and it doesn't have sensors, which is why I'm not getting any information, or it means that the monarchist ships are getting blown up by Dark Eldar, which is also bad because that means they're going to be able to salvage them, and I don't know where their wrecks are. I'm going to have to do some kind of quadrant search of Apache 7, which I do not want to do. Believe you me, I do not want to do it. Seems like the fight's ended now, though, because that was a really long tick. Another wreck salvaged. Should check the bin men. How are they doing? Still got 16,000 space. Alright, come on. Give me the tug arriving. I want to have a working space population. That'll be a nice way to round out my return. Dormitory on base last week. 2 has changed. Cool. What's not possible? Oxford 1. Oxford 1 is in Seoul, and yes, you can stand down and indeed go get scrapped as well. You a Sheffield class as well? Yes. Scrap it. And it doesn't matter which yards we use to scrap it, as far as I recall. It did. All right, it's bedtime. I know. I'm going to put him to bed in just a sec. One's been scrapped. Has the tug finished yet? No, it's on its way. And it has 400,000 human cargo. Completed orders. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's see. Temple 1. Temple 1 has workers. Orbital population, 4 million. And there are still some in service industries. Okay, so it's probably still the same normal breakdown, but I guess it acts like they have 100% habitability. Nice. So we have some people who can work in manufacturing here. Nice. So this is not that useful for mining, which is what we're going to use it for here. I think because mining takes so many people to do it on large scale. But what I think it is going to be really useful for is maintenance stations and things. Like the Comet Chums will be able to have a population there running a maintenance station and stuff. So we don't have to have them bouncing around to keep their maintenance clocks down. Nice. Nice. Very good. So they can have 4 more mines. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to hang up on this Zoom call because now I just feel like I'm spying on my wife putting the dog to bed. There we go. Not Zoom call, sorry. FaceTime. Nice. Good. So it does work. We have the orbital population. They're mining some corundum for us. Sweet. Okay. Now, remind me, how much do these ARC things cost? It's 400,000 workers for 160 duranium, 100 brondide, 200 macassium. That's cheap. That's pretty cheap. Maybe we start building lots of these and automatically tugging them out. Well, I say that's cheap. If I wanted to have, like, how many actual workers do we have on Luna right now? With 200, almost 200 million pop, we're only getting 55 million workers. So 55 million workers could work. The mines, how much people do the mines take? It's 50,000 each. So that would be 100 mines, right? Thousand mines. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So they could support 1,000 mines, 1,100 mines for 200 million pop. So 192.82 pop divided by 400,000. No. 192.82. 190 million pop. We need 400 of those stations. Times the cost in the most relevant resource, which I would say is macassium. Probably. Yeah, I mean, that would cost us 100,000 macassium. Now, 100,000 macassium is a lot. But 100,000 macassium for 1,100 mines? Suddenly that starts to look good. Because 101,000 mines is already costing you, you know, whatever this is, like 130,000 corundium. So it doubles the cost in, well, more. It's like 2.5x the cost of having a mine. And if you're short corundium and not short the other stuff, that's a good proposition. Obviously, if you have surplus corundium, you just put automated mines. Okay, well, maybe we'll do some mining that way. Also orbital mining will be a way to do that, but interesting. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to call it a part there. Thanks so much for watching. I am going to do some more Aurora in the future, but I will see you all in the next episode.